What is going on, riders, and welcome back to Bike Auto Speed, your home for the most exciting machines on and off the road. Today we are digging into one of the most electrifying, most controversial, and most beloved off-road machines ever built. A machine that defined an era, rewrote the rulebook on ATV performance, and left a legacy so powerful that riders are still talking about it nearly 4 decades after the last one rolled off the production line. This is the Honda ATC250R. Buckle up, this one is going to be wild. Hit subscribe, smash the like button, and let's ride. The legacy of the Honda ATC250R. The ATC250R is a high-performance 3-wheeled ATV produced by Honda from 1981 to 1987, cited as the first high-performance ATC ever introduced. Beginning production with an air-cooled 248 cubic centimeters single-cylinder 2-stroke engine, before evolving to a liquid-cooled 246 cubic centimeters unit by 1985. This was not just a machine, it was a statement. At a time when the ATC market was dominated by sluggish, 4-stroke leisure machines, Honda took their CR250R motocross DNA and dropped it into a 3-wheeled chassis that shocked the off-road world. The ATC250R was the first high-performance 3-wheeler to feature full suspension, a manual clutch, and a powerful 2-stroke motor. And from its introduction in 1981 until its retirement, it was one of the best-performing ATVs available anywhere in the world. That Honda's ATC250R was only produced for 6 years, but its 3 generations made some serious racing history in that short time. It won races, it built legends, and it created a community of riders that never stopped loving it. Design and authentics. The ATC250R wore its racing purpose on its sleeve. All model years were fully suspended and adjustable, using air-assisted front forks and a single remote reservoir gas-charged rear shock, with post-1985 models allowing 9.8 inches of suspension travel. The low-slung, purposeful bodywork, the compact proportions, the bright Honda Re.D. This machine looked fast standing still. A 2026 concept interpretation would take those same bold design cues into the modern era. Sharper bodywork, LED lighting, and a frame optimized for both performance and visibility, while keeping the iconic 3-wheeled silhouette that made it instantly recognizable on any trail or dune. Engine and performance. From 1981 to 1984, the ATC250R was powered by a single-cylinder air-cooled engine, with a water-cooled unit arriving in 1985 alongside a 6-speed transmission. All model years featuring a gear-driven counterbalancer to reduce engine vibration. The 2-stroke power plant delivered explosive, rev-hungry performance that 4-stroke machines of the era simply could not match in the weight and displacement class. A modern 2026 concept would reimagine this power plant as a fuel-injected 250 cubic centimeters 4-stroke single, clean, emissions-compliant, and producing around 28 to 32 horsepower with a broad torque curve that translates to seriously exciting off-road performance. A 6-speed gearbox and chain final drive would complete the powertrain, keeping it light, responsive, and mechanically pure. Technology and features. Where the original ATC250R was gloriously analog, a 2026 concept machine would integrate modern technology in a purposeful, trail-focused way. A compact digital display showing speed, gear, position, fuel level, and engine temperature would give the rider all essential information at a glance. Switchable traction control, with an easy off-road defeat switch, would manage power delivery intelligently on loose surfaces. Dual disc brakes were used on all model years of the original ATC250R, and a 2026 version would update this with twin hydraulic discs featuring ABS with off-road mode, giving riders the confidence to brake hard on every surface. LED lighting and a USB charging port would round out a clean, practical technology package. Handling and comfort. The ATC250R's handling was legendary, explosive, tail-happy, and deeply rewarding for skilled riders. All model years used air-assisted front forks and a remote reservoir rear shock, with the 1983 model introducing Honda's ProLink rising rate rear suspension linkage for improved tracking and bump absorption. A 2026 concept machine would build on that suspension philosophy, with fully adjustable inverted front forks and a piggyback reservoir rear shock offering preload, compression, and rebound adjustment, allowing the rider to dial the machine precisely for sand dunes, rocky trails, or hard, packed fire roads. The low center of gravity and wide stance would maintain the ATC's characteristic stability and planted feel at speed. Driving experience. Riding the ATC250R was unlike anything else in the off-road world, and that remains true today. The Honda ATC250R is remembered as one of the leading lights of the three-wheeled craze that swept the powersports world in the 1970s and 1980s, a machine that demanded respect and rewarded skilled riders with performance that still raises eyebrows decades later. A 2026 concept would deliver that same intoxicating combination of lightweight, explosive power, and direct rider feedback, amplified by modern suspension, improved braking, and fuel injection that makes the power more accessible and consistent across all conditions. On sand dunes, dirt trails, or open desert, this would be the most exhilarating machine you could point at an horizon. Pricing and availability. A 2026 Honda ATC250R concept revival, manufactured for markets where three-wheeled ATVs remain legal, including parts of Europe, Canada, Asia, and Australia, would realistically be positioned between $6,500 and $8,500. That price would reflect the machine's performance-focused specification, premium suspension hardware, and the extraordinary heritage value of the ATC250R name. For collectors, off-road racers, and powersports enthusiasts, this would represent serious value. The demand from the global three-wheeler community has never disappeared. Honda would be bringing this machine back to a waiting audience. Final thoughts. The Honda ATC250R was a machine ahead of its time, ferociously capable, deeply exciting, and culturally significant in ways that still resonate across the powersports world today. From its introduction in 1981 until its retirement, it was one of the best-performing ATVs available, and a thoughtfully engineered 2026 revival would carry that performance legacy into a new era. Here at Bike Auto Speed, this is the kind of machine that reminds us why we fell in love with off-road riding in the first place. Drop a comment below. Would you ride a 2026 Honda ATC250R? Like this video, share it with every off-road rider you know, and subscribe to Bike Auto Speed for more. Keep it wild, keep it off-road, and we will see you on the next one.